My brothers and my sisters, one day the phones will be ringing. One day the phones will be ringing. Mobile phones will be ringing. Landlines will be ringing. Maybe nowadays we can even say Twitter and Facebook will be active with some news. So sometimes if you have a phone call at, say, 3 in the morning, does your phone normally ring at 3 in the morning? Does it ring at 3 in the morning? No. So if your phone rings at 3 in the morning, what do you think it will be about? Can someone answer me? Some bad news. Do you know that one day the phones will be ringing with news about you? Have you ever thought of that? One day the phones will ring, and when someone answers it, they will say bad news. What's the bad news? Such and such a person has just passed away. That name will be yours. You have to think of this. We have to, because every time we get news, we see a message, such and such a person passed away, we say, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. May Allah grant them Jannah and so on. One day, the name will be mine and yours. We cannot run away from that. This is the plan of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has kept it. Every single one has to go through the door. Everyone has to go through the door. We know the common saying that says, Al-mawtu babun wa kullu nasi dakhiluhu. Death is a door that every single person shall go through. So some people look at it and they are very fearful. I don't want to die. But even if you don't want to die, you're still going to die. So that's not an option. It's not an option. You can die young or you can die a little bit later. Some people are given a little bit of age. When they become of age, for example, sometimes they are bedridden. They lose their weight. And then they go. Those have a bigger opportunity to turn to Allah than the others who might have gone suddenly. Suddenly, person is gone. Maybe he didn't have a chance to even say goodbye, to say anything, obviously. Some people, they prepare their will in advance. They talk to people, look, I'm not feeling well. I might a few weeks, I might die. This might happen. This is my will. This is this. I'm old or I'm so and so. So they are preparing for it. They ask Allah's forgiveness and Allah forgives them by the will of Allah. By His will, He forgives them. But the question is, do we have a guarantee that we are going to become old and we will become sick and ill and then we will say goodbye to everyone and then we will die? Do we have that guarantee? No. No matter how old we are, a lot of the times somehow we feel in a lot of cases that I will survive. Not me. I won't, it's not me. So it's just a feeling. We start thinking, me dying? Until we dead, then the others feel, me dying? And it carries on. And then they die. And then the others say, we dying? And then they die. Allahu Akbar. So this is why, how should we look at it? Because if we become scared, we will get depressed. Completely depressed, in the sense that we won't even want to go out and eat, because we're going to say, what's the point of this food? I'm dying. What's the point of getting married? I'm going to die. What's the point of having children? I'm going to die. And then we look at our kids and we say, well, what's the point? He's going to die or she's going to die. That is a very depressing way of looking at it. There is a plan of Allah that we need to understand. He wants us to go through a certain type of a life known as the life of this world.